and got into deep water this week when we sent them scuba diving.
Oh, Ryan, this is the life.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Hey Norma, look at that jacket.
Oh, what? Well, Ryan, at least you'd be seen.
Come on, let's go on in.
You are so embarrassing.
Can I help you, sir?
Well, I really want to get into diving.
I think you've got a little bit too much stuff there.
I want clothes, I want fleeces.
Yeah, and I want the diving sort of gear. So, what do we need?
Right, when you actually start out, you don't need anything at all, really.
Oh, right.
So what are the trends on the streets at the moment?
Trends at the moment, really, when you're looking at fleeces, is the bright colours, the oranges, the tropic limes, those kind of colours are the attractive ones.
So, what are in the diving sort of gear? What pulls the women at the moment?
Really, the one for diving equipment is normally the good old black,
Yeah.
with a little bit of a bright colour flashing through there, like the orange or lime again.
I might try that later. Might work.
If you'd like to learn to dive, you just need some basic equipment, such as a mask, a snorkel and a pair of fins. A mask can cost somewhere around about £20 upwards. A pair of fins you can pick up for as little as £18 and a snorkel as little as £4. For going out on the street to look at things like fleeces, you can pick them up again anywhere from £20 upwards. Hats would be somewhere around £5 to £20, whether it be baseball caps or the woolly hats, whatever's fashionable for you. Jackets, somewhere around £80, you'll get top quality and all the style that you need. For any type of water sports now, there's a number of different types of gloves. Gloves range from a price of about £5 upwards. Wetsuits come from about £50 in price, so whatever you need, it can suit everybody's pocket.
Hello? Oh, Ryan, no, sorry, you can't come to the phone right now. Yeah, but I'll be coming home.
Okay, we've checked out the latest fashion and clothes.
And now Simon here is going to show us how to dive.
So, I'm going to show you how to put the gear together first of all. Here's the cylinder. And what we need to do is we need to put the BCD on top of the cylinder, like so. Just pop that over the top. And then I'll just put the strap across and it'll go over with a nice clunk. There we go. Right. So, this is the regulator. This is what we're going to be breathing from. Just pop that straight over the top. Screw it into place. Yeah, she's home now. Look at the gauge and gently, gently turn it on. Up she goes. Great. We're ready to go diving.
Excellent.
Simon then explains how to communicate safely underwater.
The signals may look amusing, but they can save your life.
However, I had one or two problems in breathing.
Some of us got it right first time.
But I did get it right eventually.
And then we tried some deep water.
And it was a really great experience.
Thank you very much, Ryan and Norma. They look like they had a lot of fun, and if you'd like to have that kind of fun, then you can write to this address. It's the British Sub Aqua Club. Welcome to your Saturday afternoon edition of The Mag. I'm surrounded by today's reporters because they're all waiting to tell you what's happening on today's edition. So, Norma, what will you be up to?
Well, I'm here to interview the new band Catch.
Oh, bingo, that's what that's about.
You're on the ball, JC. That's the name of their new single, and here's a clip of their video.
Oh. So the boys from Catch will be joining us very shortly on today's Mag. We've got a couple of new faces to introduce you to. We've got Stephen and Michelle at the back there. We sent them to see a movie. What did you go and see?
We went to see Contact, starring Jodie Foster.
Okay. And if you want to see if it made contact with us, watch page 6 on the Mag.
We will do, but here's a quick look at that film.
I don't consider what could potentially be the most important...
Yeah, welcome back to page 3 of the Mag, where we're handing now over to Norma.
Well, here we've got Catch, we've got Toby, Ben and Wayne.
Hello.
Hello. So, how did you guys meet? Was it through the snog on the Ruber?
And a girl came up to us throughout the night and kissed each of us, and when we found out, we got a bit angry and started having a bit of a scrap about it.
And that resulted in the band, did it?
Well, kind of, we like, you know what I mean? We kind of met each other and we were like saying, "Oh, come on, you know, I kissed her first," and I did kiss her first. And
we just said, look, you know, let's not fight about it.
Toby said, he says, "I'm a lover, not a fighter," you know. And that's the way it started.
And what about the band name? How'd you come up with that?
Well, it's because catch you later is one of Wayne's favourite expressions.
It's not.
So, you know. Originally we were like, oh, we call ourselves Catch You Later, but we had to change it, make it shorter and snappier.
Yeah.
And catchier.
Aha! Boom, boom.
Oh, respect.
Right, well, we've got your new single. It's a catchy tune.
Thanks very much.
Right, should we have a look at that then?
Yep, this is Bingo from Catch.
I've got some fat to lose and something else too. I never knew the rules because I'd never had a girlfriend. I suppose I got a lot to learn. I don't know anything. I'm only 17. I go to public school. They never taught me anything I need to learn. But someone told me where to find out where the lights are red and the pretty ladies call from their shop floors. Out where the films are blue and the licensed places never shut their doors. I will go there.
I like it a lot. Okay,
Excellent.
Norma.
So, what is Bingo about?
Oh, it's about snogging and love and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a true story, boys?
It's about Wayne, isn't it?
Of course it's not. It's about kind of like a small boy in a big town kind of out to find about love, and like he doesn't know about sex and stuff like that, but he goes out cheekily without his parents knowing and kind of finds out about it.
So who's more like the character in the song?
I don't know, we've all got a bit of that inside us, I think,
Yeah.
you know. I think what we're trying to say in the song is that all teenagers don't know really what's going on, and you get all these rumours and everyone tells you, and you've got to find it out for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually you get to this point where you find it out, and, you know, we've been through that.
We're like mentors, you know, like Yoda in Star Wars, we're teaching people.
We will tell you.
What audience are you going for there, do you reckon?
Every audience,
Everyone.
you know.
Yeah. I want the Robson and Jerome, like the old grannies. So, I love Mum, I love you, and they love that.
I think if we can get everyone buying our records.
It's not just humans either. We're after sort of dogs and cats. And
You've got animal noises. Like mouse squeaking.
the dogs love us actually, all howling all the time.
That's because Toby's voice.
Yeah, I think it's the there is.
So your song's being released on Monday.
Yes.
When are you going to do your first gig?
Well, we've done a couple of things, We've done a couple of showcases and stuff, and we're doing a big Smash Hits tour, which is really exciting.
It's all getting planned because we're getting big tanks and things and big sort of vegetables on stage and everything.
The biggest stage show that history's ever seen, really.
And then you're going to aim for the album or something, are you?
The album's ready. No, album's ready.
Oh, yeah?
We're just practicing practicing a few moves.
Dance moves, like getting the backflips going and keeping 9-on-1 on their feet.
Are you working on your 6-packs then, boys?
I've got 2 packs.
I've got 1.
No pack.
What's your musical background then?
Well, it's really different, isn't it, for each of us?
Mine's punk. I was kind of like playing pub rock gigs before I met Toby, and he showed me his pop tape, and I was like, like guitars and phone. I couldn't play. I just played for rock or whatever.
Yeah,
beat it.
I was into rock as well, and I was into that sort of thing. I've always been into like country music and things like that as well. And yeah, that's how I got into pop, through the country sort of element.
Dolly Parton, does she still rule?
She's hot, man.
So is this what you've always wanted to do then? When you were younger, did you think,
definitely.
right, I want to be a singer?
I think if you want to be a pop star, you want to be a pop star from the age of about 3. I think it's in our genes, actually. I think that we're being programmed that way. So, it's the kind of thing I just want to carry on doing. Till we're old and grey, we look like ZZ Top with big beards.
Toby, didn't you do modelling before?
Well, not really. I mean, I haven't got one of those faces, but basically I had a few pictures taken of me and they...
So you didn't feel you wanted to go along with that?
No, not really, because I think, pop's much more exciting. You can do photos and you can do videos and, you
Wolves
just
wouldn't pay, you know what I mean? Part of modelling like football.
Yeah, I could have done modelling, but I think there's just more exciting ways to express yourself, really.
Okay, so what do you think the most important part of what lies ahead for you is?
Free clothes. And elaborate trainers.
Yeah, there's been a lot of sort of free lobster and stuff that Ben was very excited about.
Free snacks are always quite useful.
I like the parties, big time. Like, they're in the studio and I kind of get cabs away and I phone them up, you've got to come. They're like, I thought you were in the room practicing guitar parts. I'm like,
We actually thought he was there, and then we find out he's at a party, he phones us up and he said, I've been hanging out with Kylie Minogue, all this stuff.
Oh, that's excellent. So we're going to have to all go out and buy that bingo.
Yeah, you have to.
Buy our
Nice
single.
one. Bingo is out on Monday. Thank you very much, Kat.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Nice one. Time now for Inside Out, and they're looking at the world of DJing.
I knew I wanted to be involved with it. The minute I walked into like my first proper rave.
You can feel it as you're doing it, and when you get
DJs at the weekend and they're all going out listening to people playing the guitar.
Some interesting points were made in that report, and we're going to carry on the discussion right now. We've got DJs Paul and Kieran with us, and the JIT musicians from Catch with us as well, Toby, Ben and Wayne, and Norma and I are here to put Punter's point of view across. So first of all, Paul and Kieran, what do you think of the point raised in that report that DJs aren't musicians at all, but pretenders to the title?
We're entertainers. I mean, we use music to create music. It's like people say that, well, you're using sounds that have already been produced, but if you're playing a guitar, then that's a sound that's already there. You're just using it. Do you see what I mean? You're plucking that string and it's sending out a sound that's already been manufactured, if you like. But there is a talent to it. I mean, anyone can learn to mix 2 records together, but not everyone can put a set together and play them in the right order and scratch and cut. There's a lot more to it than you're going to see at your average club.
I actually think we are, in a way, kind of musicians, because, like, these guys say they'll have a guitar, and that's like the instrument of their trade, and to me, a deck is like an instrument of my trade, so I'm actually playing that instrument.
Okay, guys, do you think it's the same creative process for a DJ mixing as on guitar? Ben?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's I mean, you can't really knock any form of sort of artistic sort of thing, it's all cool by me, It's just a different instrument, isn't it? I mean, there is a skill involved, obviously, otherwise everyone could do it, do you know what I mean? And it's the
Okay.
same with guitar. I mean, if there's a certain gift or a certain sort of, certain passion you have for a certain thing, and it's just...
Anyone can, like we say, anyone can hit a key on a piano, and that's music. You hit ding, or you go strum, or you hit a drum. That's music.
Okay.
And anyone can play a record, but to progress from there and to get better and better and better, that's when the talent starts coming out.
That's where the talent comes into play.
I think the only thing is in the DJ culture, it's much easier to sort of get some records and start making beats and get on that first level, and that's why people find it very attractive.
Exactly.
And that's great
nowadays. It's very easy to start.
The only problem with that, I think, in the negative side of it, is it's very hard to kind of have strokes of genius, and that you get some really great DJs, but in terms of music, you have to learn that craft and everything, and then I think there are loads of different ways you can go, and so you'll get lots of big sort of rock stars, and it's very difficult to get those real genius DJs, and they're one in a million.
Exactly.
Okay, like Master Swift or something.
Okay. Noise and Chris Sweetman.
Well, someone who might disagree with us a little bit is George on line 1. Hello, George.
Hello, Josie.
Hello. What would you like to say?
Well, I've been playing the piano classically for 13 years, and I'm quite appalled that these disc jockeys, with their one or two twiddling of knobs and etc., can actually have the audacity to call themselves serious musicians. It's really quite appalling.
Oh, George, thanks very much for that, George. George has been playing for 13 years, and he's... any words of comfort for George?
Yeah, I mean, I've been DJing for 5 years, and I'm not the best at my trade at all, but I defy anyone to just get some records, get a pair of decks and a mixer, learn how to use it, and then go out and entertain a crowd.
There's definitely a skill involved.
Yeah, there's a sixth sense to it. If you want to... Anyone can play records, like I said. Anyone can put two records together. But if you go out to a club and find a crowd that you've never seen before, then you've got to entertain them. And
you've got that matters.
they've got to have a good time, and you've got to sort it out.
I think
you can't go around with a vote. Vote now. What sort of music would you like to hear? Write it on your piece of paper and post it in the box at the front. Not going to happen. You've got to entertain them by any means
I
necessary.
suppose at the end of the day,
basically.
you're the one that's in front of them, and you're the one that's got all the nerves, and
Exactly.
so
Yeah, you do
you're
get
the
used
one
to
that
it.
lies
There is
in
still
front of
pressure
the
on you
audience.
when you are a
Yeah.
DJ.
But musicians are live as well.
I mean, I can definitely see the caller's point,
Arguably.
because we did a couple of songs recently, and we were very lucky to have a string section come in, and we had some extra musicians, strings and horns come in, and it was definitely the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And no DJ has ever reduced me to that kind of state. It was, just an incredibly emotional experience. And myself, I can't get that same sort of feeling through dance music and through DJ music. It just doesn't do it for me. And I can, I have ultimate respect for a trained pianist. But yeah, it is personal taste,
Okay, well, I have to say, I'm like you. When you hear a live orchestra or live music, or even the Magnets, there's nothing quite like it. But also, I could discuss and dance as well, boys. So thanks to all of you. Thank you for the music. Can't quite remember whose song that is, but it's somebody's. We're going live now to the Channel 5 News with Simon Vigar. Please stay with us. We'll be back after this.
Thanks, Josie. The smog in Southeast Asia is being blamed
by 6 degrees in 12 hours. Okay, so we've got a movie review coming up. We've also got plenty of music on today's show. Neil, what are you up to?
Oh, well, continuing with the mouth-watering selection, I'm going to be looking at, well, let's say, party life of Britpop, because I'm going to be looking at the new Spice Girls video, Spice Up Your Life.
Oh, let's have a look at that right now. Looks like another complete smash from the Fab Five there. And Norma's here.
Well, I'll be introducing the Backstreet Boys' latest single, As Long As You Love Me.
Is it worth us having a sneaky peek at that?
Yeah, I think so.
Later on, we will check out the complete new Spice Girls video and Backstreet Boys. And don't forget, these guys, in a few moments' time, they're going to be talking truancy. We're also taking your calls on that subject. If you have something to say about it, don't keep it to yourself. You're a cruel man, Tulin, but one day it could be you. More pop videos for you now. What's the next one, Norma?
Well, move over Boyzone and Peter Andre. We've got those American hunks, the Backstreet Boys, in our next video of the day.
Okay, now where's the name the Backstreet Boys from?
Oh, did you know it actually comes from American Flea Circus in Orlando?
Oh, really? And, well, they don't sell fleas in flea circuses, do they? Yes, they do. They play with them. So, their style of music, what do you think of it?
I think it's excellent. It's sort of the R&B, sweet soul sounds and things like that, following in the footsteps of bands like Boyz II Men and things like that. Yeah.
So when's the single out?
It was out on Monday.
Okay.
And it's hoping to hit into the charts, or said to be hitting into the charts, on Sunday at about 2 or 3. A bit much like their
so they'll be looking
single.
They'll be looking forward to this evening. Then won't they? What's it called?
It's called As Long As You Love Me.
Okay, and you love them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Bit of a stunning video, this one, I think you'll find. Let's have a look.
I don't care.
Okay, is that all right by you, that song, Norma?
Excellent.
Like the Backstreet Boys, Neil?
As always, Josie.
Okay, well, hopefully you'll like this. It's a brand new insert for you now. It's called Animal Extremes. And this week, they're looking at the crocodile and its symbiotic relationship with the people of the Azmet jungle in Southeast Asia. Wow, some amazing wildlife shots there in Animal X, and lots more of that to look forward to in coming weeks. I can tell you, still ahead on today's mag, Deepwater Black and our royal debate, so please, we're about to turn a page. Join us for page 5 in a few moments. Good afternoon and welcome to your Saturday afternoon edition of the Mag. Now, if you're wondering why we're letting things go to our head this afternoon, Norma and the guys will be talking hat fashion later on, but for the moment, let's find out what Ricky's beef is. Ricky.
Hi, I'll be taking you off to the lounge to review the latest.
Blading action at 2:05 with Rad, and Dead as a Dodo or Doing Well Down Under. Animal X searches out the thylacine at 2:15. But first of all, it's time for hat fashion. Now, we split all of the hats that we're going to see today into categories so that you can get a good idea of exactly what it is that you like at home. The first lot, we're calling these tassel hats. So those were the tassel hats. 3 of our reporters now are going to select for you what they consider to be the best of that bunch. First of all, Catherine.
Hi.
Hello.
This one's from Just Add Water, and it's my favourite tassel hat with the tassel, and it was £12.
Good value, do you think? Where would you wear that then?
I'd wear it to college or anywhere really, walking down the street, shopping.
Nice and colourful, looks good. Our second reporter reviewing today is Ben.
Hi, Jace. This is a Kangol tassel hat. Very warm. It's 18 quid. Very, very soft as well.
18 quid, lovely, looks very nice on you, very fetching, Ben. And Norma, which did you choose?
Well, this is my favourite. This is the first one on the video, and it's by O'Neill, and it's £19. So,
did neither of you like that red one with the 2 tassels at the end there? Nobody liked that one?
No.
The big one? No? Definite no there. Okay, this is our second sort of hat. This one we're calling the beanies. Thanks, guys. So what do you consider to be the best of the beanies, Kath?
I think it's this Kangol one. I think it's really attractive, and it's only £15, which is really good value.
Okay, you'd spend 15 quid on a hat for sure?
Yeah.
Looks good. Where are you going to wear that one, then?
I think it's another casual hat, really.
Very nice.
Shopping.
Not for a wedding, not that sort of hat, not really. Ben?
This is a Quicksilver beanie. It's 22 quid from Just Add Water. Again, very warm. Something for walking through the streets with.
The beanie style of hat, is that a favourite of yours?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely, looks good, looks very good. And Norma?
Well, this is another Kangol hat, and it's £27. It's a bit of a step there, but
yeah.
It's nice.
You go
Nice and
£27,
fairy,
you think that's a bit much for it?
Yeah, I think they should lower their prices a bit there, but I don't know, it's up to the person.
Thanks very much, guys. We're having a look now at Serpas and snow hats. Very stylish. Catherine, what was your pick of the bunch?
Oh, this one, it's really funky, I think, and different, and it's £20 from Kangol.
That'll keep your head warm this winter, won't it?
I know, it covers my ears as well. So.
Speaking of covering your ears, Ben,
Oh, yeah,
you're well catered for.
Well, with my large ears as I have. This is my O'Neill's Babes Bonnet. Very fetching name, I think. This is 20 quid. Very warm. Good,
Okay.
good for snowboarding.
Aren't you supposed to tie that up?
You could
And put a dummy in your mouth and you're sorted, you're
Up
away.
Down there. What do you reckon?
Keep them down, Ben, keep them down. Looks silly but makes me laugh. Norma, what are you wearing?
Right, well, I really like this hat. It's sort of leopardy, sort of bit daring there. Not real. It's from VHS and it's £22.
Okay, can I have a feel of that? Yeah. Very nice texture. Not perhaps my cup of tea, but you like it then, that's fair enough. Now we're looking at caps and hats. So, Catherine, which of those caps and hats caught your eye?
Oh, I like this one. I think it's really cool because it's so bright. It's only well, I say only, it's £27 from Kangol. And it's waterproof, obviously. I think it's quite cool.
Very good for the rainy season coming our way. And Ben, what did you choose?
I got this nutty O'Neill peaked winter cap. I've still haven't decided which way it should go around, that way or like that. What do you reckon?
I say a little bit further behind, yeah, so you don't look quite like a rapper. No, that's the one. How much is that one?
This is 28 quid by O'Neill.
Nice price?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, I say so. Okay, Norma, what have you got?
Well, I'm not really a cap person, but this one's from Fat Face, and it's £25. So it's all right.
But you wouldn't spend £25 on it?
No, I don't think so.
All right, and the next category is mad hats. I saw those hats and I did think, why? But the guys, perhaps they didn't. Catherine?
Well, I quite like this one for a festival. It's a bit mad, and it's only £10 from Kinetic. It's a kind of funky thing to cheer people up, and yeah, I'd wear it.
Good for you, good for you. You're a better woman than I am, Ben.
Not my style. Just feels like I've got a massive
I'm so
growth on
glad
my
you
head.
said that. We would have fallen out.
Damn. It just feels like I've got a massive growth on my head. It's not nice.
You wouldn't go out pulling in that hat then?
Nah.
Definitely not. And Norma?
Well, I don't think I'd go to college in it.
What does yours say? I mean, what's that supposed to be?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure whether it's a cross between a dragon and a, you know, Viking hat or something, but hey, pretty funky anyway.
Pretty funky, okay, but there were some hats that the guy said, no, Mama, I'd rather wear a pair of panties on my head. And we thought we'd show you them as well, and why not? Catherine, which ones did you say? Not on your life, missus.
This one, I think it is foul, so I can get it on my head.
What's wrong with that?
I look like a bear hunter.
You know what you need to do? You need to paint a little black triangle on your nose. If you have to, like that. Would you go rah just for me like that? Oh, where's your spirit, woman? And Ben, oh, I like that.
I don't. It looks something my nan knitted. Something you'd see her put on a kettle or something.
So the big thumbs down to that hat
definitely.
from Ben. If you're after Ben, ladies, don't go out in that hat. No chance. And Norma?
Well, a bit red. I think I should be saying hello campers or something.
So no hello campers, and definitely
No,
goodbye
no.
to that hat from Norma. Thanks to Catherine, Ben and Norma for that. Time now for a bit of a treat for you now, because we're visiting the cutting room floor. Here are some bits of Blaggers Guide that some of them you have seen before, because it's the bits where he didn't quite get it right. This is the last Blaggers for a while, so enjoy, Mr. Coogan. Nice one. Super cool Coogan there. Thank you very much, Brendan and the Blaggers team. Time now for Norma, Ricky and Peter to cast a critical eye over the latest pop chart offerings. Ricky, what's first up?
Well, I've been reviewing Smash Mouth, and they're a band formed in 1994 in San Jose, and they're currently supporting Blur in an American world tour. Their debut single is Walking on the Sunshine, and it's off their new album, Fushyoung Mang, and that will be out on Monday.
Well said. OK, let's have a look at Smash Mouth.
So don't delay, act now, survival running out, allowing you're still alive.
What did you think of that then, Ricky?
Well, they're supposed to be influenced by Van Halen and The Clash, but I'm afraid I didn't see any of Van Halen's exotic guitar style. There's totally jamming in there. But I thought the video was pretty good overall. It was there was a lot of activity, quite exciting to watch. But I didn't like the music so much.
So I don't think I'd buy it, but I'll give it about 50-50.
Okay, nice one. And Norma, what did you think?
Well, I didn't like the song, first of all, when I heard it. But it kind of grew on me, so I quite like it now.
It sounds like a song that goes, so no one told me about it. I can't remember who sings that, but it does sound a bit like that to me. Do you like it though, Norma?
Yeah, excellent.
Once it grew on you, it stuck with you. Pete, what did you think?
I loved this song the first time I heard it. It's coincidentally, I heard it on the radio last week. I was trying to buy it yesterday, and I had to review it today. I love this song. Brilliant.
And what song? What's next up, Pete?
I've got Catatonia with I Am the Mob. Before we see the videos, a few fun facts. They've just released their album Way Beyond Blue. They're currently touring the UK, and they've played most festivals this summer, including supporting the Manic Street Preachers.
Sounds good. Let's have a look at their video.
Tell me it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the money, 3 for the money, am I a rich to
That went over for me.
Ricky, what did you think?
No, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the music. I thought the video was plain and boring. Like he says, there's sheep in it.
Norma?
It's good, bit of Oasis style there, but it had a woman in it, so you know, bit of attitude.
So you're all for it.
Yeah.
They're Welsh, so I've got to support them naturally. What's the next song, Norma?
Oh, Entrance. Do you think I'm sexy?
Oh, featuring the voice of Rod Stewart.
Come on!
Entrance there, do you think I'm sexy? Sexy for you, Norma?
Oh yeah, definitely the bloke with the pink hair. It needs one of those funky dances to go with it though.
Yeah, you think it needs a dance, Ricky?
It's grown on me since this morning, but it's fair.
Smash or trash for you, Ricky?
I'm 50-50 again.
50-50, always straddling the fence, Ricky. And Pete? I think that says it all, Pete. Okay, don't do it again. Not unless you brush your teeth, I'm only joking. Okay, time to remind you all the songs that we looked at. To you. Alrighty, time for a bit of a book review now. We thought with the recent onslaught of pop books on our shelves, all conveniently timed for Christmas, we hasten to add, we'd check them out, find out if they are value for money or if you'd be better off keeping the press cuttings of your favourite bands. So, Ryan, who's first?
First up, this is Louise. It's called My Story. It's by Kate Thornton and Jane Preston, and it costs $7.99.
Righty, so, okay, you a Louise fan?
I am indeed, yes.
Alright, so you'd get it anyway?
Yes, I would, yeah, just to look at the pictures.
What will we find in that book that we wouldn't find anywhere else?
Well, she talks a lot about her childhood memories with her family. Also includes photos of her family and friends and colleagues. And it also talks a lot about her problems over weight. She had a lot of worries over her weight. And also about her clubbing sort of fun and what she gets up to and where she goes.
Priya and Norma also read the book. Do you feel that she bared her soul, spilt the beans completely, or is she holding back in the book?
I think she's entitled to hold back a little bit though. She did go into depth with going to the schools. She did go to with the models and the problems she faced with feeling she had to hold her weight down and dieting in the first year of contending the school.
When she was quite young.
Yeah.
And she says she was so dedicated to for being a singer for her dream. She didn't even have time to go out with boys or go out with friends and do a lot of social activities or whatever.
Was there anything you were shocked that she revealed about herself?
Not really, no. She was pretty open and but nothing really shocked me.
No, the one thing that you do remember from it is her eating problems and how she was really conscious about it.
I spoke to Louise and she said it's not just a book for her fans, that anyone who wants to be where she is can be inspired by the book. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes, I would, yeah. It's a must-have.
Talks about the hard times. Yeah.
Alrighty, okay, so what's next, Priya?
Okay, this is The Backstreet Boys by Rob McGibbon and it's $6.99 and it's their official story.
So what did you learn about the Backstreet Boys?
I learned a lot about how they were formed and how much trouble that the manager had to go through to find the perfect five, so to speak, and there wasn't much about their actual careers. It was just before the Backstreet Boys, and there's a lot of input from the mums and the dads and family around them.
Is it an entertaining read, Norma, or is it just quite informative?
Well, they haven't got many pickies. I was really upset. I think it's a bit of a letdown for the fans that really do love them.
It's not for the younger reader because it is quite complex.
It's all text, is it?
Yeah.
It's some
Definitely.
text.
There are
I've got a few baby photos, haven't
Oh, can we have a look at baby photos? Baby photos are a must.
Oh,
in all biography books. Oh, they all look very cute.
Sweet, aren't they?
Backstreet Boys.
As a boy, Ryan, how do you respond to the Backstreet Boys book?
I don't like them myself because I'm a boy. But yeah, there's too much text. There's no pictures anyway, but I wouldn't be interested in
Do they
pictures
inspire
anyway.
you to go out and form a boy band?
No, not really. I can't sing anyway, so...
Just as well.
Doesn't always
Okay.
matter, we've observed. But certainly not in the case of Backstreet Boys, because they definitely can sing, I hasten to add.
Yeah.
Norma, which
And
book
we've
did you
got
review?
Real Life, Real Spice, the official story by the Spice Girls and their families.
Now, do we already know everything there is to know about the Spice Girls because of the amount of exposure they get, or are there things in there that you would
Well,
never
to be
get?
totally honest with you, I didn't really like the Spice Girls that much before I read this. And this actually proves that they're human. It's telling you about when they were younger and little things that everyone's been through.
It goes in
the
depth,
bullying,
doesn't it? Yeah.
You know, school life, the first boyfriend, brother and sister relationships. And it is really good fun. They've got loads of pickies.
Yeah, they've got a lot of pictures of them without makeup as well. And dressed in normal clothes.
Yeah.
That's the real shock, though.
Yeah. It goes from when they were little to right up to their video, so it's quite a good journey to follow through.
Yeah, it tells the whole story.
Have they been completely honest in this book, do you think?
I think so, when it comes to their families and what they've been through.
Yeah.
Did you read the book, especially the girls, and think, my goodness, they were like me when they were my age?
I think so, especially when they were
Yeah,
younger.
when they're
Definitely,
younger.
yeah.
So you said, Norma, that you didn't like them before you read the book, so has it created yet another Spice Girl fan?
Will you be buying the wallpaper?
Yeah, they've got their wallpaper out on Monday.
Yeah.
Now, did the girls actually write the book themselves? And
They did.
Could you
and
tell?
Yeah, they've got their own facts, their personal feelings and viewpoints when they were younger. And they've also got the dirt written on them from their brothers and sisters, which I think adds a bit of flavour to it.
That's definitely the biggest of the book, and it's a hardback copy, so it'll last as well. How much is that?
And this is £12.99.
Do you think it's just for the fan, or can anybody enjoy that book?
I think it's just a good laugh. If you're not a fan, I mean, I still read it, I wasn't a fan, and it kind of turns you. You realise that they're human and they're having a laugh, and that's what they're out for.
Okay, so let's just find out your favourites of all the books. Ryan, what was your favourite book?
Louise or Spice Girls? More pictures. Spice Girls.
Spice Girls is
Yeah.
for Ryan. That's on your Christmas list. Which one is on your Christmas list then, Priya?
I like the Spice Girls because it was really in depth and it was about them.
Okay, and Norma?
Definitely the Spice Girls, I think.
Because it converted her to a fan.
You said the Backstreet Boys.
Down.
All right then. So
No.
they want more pickies to the book publishers like
definitely.
that. They definitely want more pickies. Well, thank you very much to Ryan, Priya, and Norma. Do you think that you can be any age and read these books, incidentally?
This may be a bit complicated for
The
young
Spice
people
Girls ones as
because
well.
there's lots of text in there, but
Other than that, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you. It's time now to go live to Channel 5 News with Charlie State.
Only when you're older. I'm not scared of it because I've seen my mum, you know, she's such a strong lady. I'm so, you know, proud of her,
go
really.
out of your way to be like that?
No. I don't think, you know, I think my life's separate. I'm not influenced by my mum. I mean, if that happens to me, I'd like to think that I was strong enough to, you know, cope because I've seen my mum do it. But, you know, I've got no aversion to being, you know, a normal family if that's what's, you know, meant to happen to me. But, you know.
Yeah, I've got the same viewpoint there. I mean, I think everyone's different. Everyone's got their own individual family, and that's the norm to them. But everyone's families are so different, and even if you are a normal family, you've got the arguments, you've got your sisters or brothers, and there are ways you have moments when you think, oh God, I wish they weren't around. Because, I mean, I had 10 years of being the normal family, of my mum and dad together. They never used to argue, so I was lucky there. But I had two older sisters that used to pick on me and bully me, and maybe sometimes I'd think, I wish that they weren't there. So I think everyone's got their own little niggles in families, and they just wish that they were this perfect family that doesn't exist.
Perhaps it's like that guy on the tape said, if you've got one dad, one daughter, they love each other, that's family. If you've got, whatever combination of people who love each other, and it's healthy in terms of relationships.
Now, Norma, what about you? Because your situation's very different from the stories we've been hearing, isn't it? Tell me about it.
Most of the stories here are through divorce, but my mum actually died when I was 10.
Right.
And it's made me a stronger person, I feel. But listening to all this, everyone's got an idea of how a family should be. I don't know whether it's through the media or storybooks, but we've all got this idea of 2.4 children or whatever, and it's just not like that, and everyone's turning around saying, oh, shock if you are happy with a situation where you are in a family that's divorced or someone's died, because this isn't how it's supposed to be. But there's so many people out there like it. There is no such thing as a normal family, I don't believe.
Well, the normal family is what you've got, isn't it, to you? I mean, if your parents are separated,
exactly,
and you're just living with your mum or just living with your dad, then to you that is a normal family. That is normal to you.
Well, I live 1 week with my mum and 1 week with my dad. So
you live 1 week with your mum and 1 week with your dad.
I live around the corner from each other. So
now, see, to me, it seemed that, for example, Norma's obviously very happy. Now, she would say, a bit a different situation that she lives in, it's a stable situation.